standard is the standard.
All right, let's get right into this video. The Pittsburgh Steelers are not moving off of Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin will be here next year and probably for the next 2 years after that. I believe he did sign a contract extension this season for 3 years, I believe. So I expect him to be here for all 3 of those. The Pittsburgh Steelers did not move off of Bill Cowher when everybody was hollering at him, telling him to move off of Bill Cowher. And Bill Cowher ended up winning another Super Bowl before they let him go. So I do believe Mike Tomlin has a Super Bowl in these next couple years coming for him. But if he was to move, I feel like he would get that Super Bowl with somewhere else. And if he stays here, I feel like he gets that Super Bowl here. It's just, we haven't had the quarterback play that we needed. We brought Russell Wilson here to win that playoff game. He didn't win that playoff game. Down the stretch, whenever we were facing playoff teams, he wasn't able to beat those playoff teams either. We went out, with the last 5 games as losses. So I believe his record at the end of the season was 6-6, and Justin Fields was 4-2 to start the season. But who's to say if Justin Fields finished off the season that we would have got the quarterback play we needed out of him? Everybody understood when Russ came in and he was throwing those moon balls. Justin Fields wasn't, given that spark. So Russell Wilson, gave that spark to the offense. He had everybody involved, all the receivers involved, everybody, When we were sitting at 10-3, it felt really good. It felt like the team was going to do something. So, unfortunately, the team tanked. I don't think that it is all Russell Wilson's fault. But at the end of the day, he is the leader of that team. He wasn't able to get it done. And we did lose the last 6 or the last 5 games. So really disappointing to end the season that way and, walk out of the playoffs in the first round again for, I believe, the 6th time in a row. But the Steelers are not going to move off of Mike Tomlin because of that. Mike Tomlin is a great coach. Mike Tomlin gets terrible teams to the playoffs. That's the difference, Some of these teams that Mike Tomlin has gotten to the playoffs in the past couple of years are teams that should have been sitting at 3-14 to end the season. But somehow he gets them into the playoffs. And of course, when they go up against playoff contenders, Super Bowl contenders against real playoff teams, they can't win. So they get knocked out in the first round of the playoffs. So I don't believe that's on Mike Tomlin for them losing the first round of the playoffs every year for the past 6 or 8 years, I believe, was the span. But the past 6 times that we were in the playoffs, I can't put that all on Mike Tomlin. Some of that falls onto the players, and the players weren't always good enough. We don't get the quarterback play that we need here in Pittsburgh, and I think that's going to have to change if they go with Justin Fields next year. Maybe he's able to do it, but I would love for there to be a competition for him. I don't want him to just be announced the starter. I don't want Russ to leave, Justin Fields the starter, and we don't try to find any competition to, stir it up for Justin Fields and to keep him on 10 toes, because I believe if he just hand it away, and not that, Justin Fields is a great QB, and not that I don't think he could get it done, but I don't think he could get it done. So I think maybe if you have somebody else there and you're keeping him, on 10 toes every day and he's fighting for it, then he could get it done. But we were pretty close to sitting at 3-3 with Justin Fields, but we did go 4-2. So I want a better quarterback. I'm not sure when that's going to come. I don't think it's going to come this year, maybe next year. I think once we get that better quarterback, then, we'll actually become contenders. But until then, I think we're just, this is that time period between Big Ben and our next franchise quarterback. And most other franchises would have fallen in this time period. They wouldn't have made the playoffs each year, and they would have been 3-14. And us, the Pittsburgh Steelers, with Mike Tomlin at the helm, in this period between franchise quarterbacks, Big Ben and whoever is next, we made the playoffs each year. And yeah, we might have been eliminated in the first round, but we got there while other teams like Joe Burrow, and Jamar Chase won the Triple Crown, they weren't able to do it at the end of the year. So I think it does speak to Tomlin and his coaching abilities that he's able to get these crappy teams to the playoffs each year. I think everybody's screaming for Tomlin to go, and I do understand the frustration, but I think that they're misplacing their anger. I understand you want to see the Steelers win, you want to see them do better, but like I said, we're in between franchise QBs, so what can you really expect? We don't have a quarterback that can lead us to victory. So, I mean, at the end of the day, until we get that, then it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough playing field, and we thought Russell Wilson might have been able to do it this year and kind of bridge that gap a little bit, but he wasn't able to do it. So maybe Justin Fields comes in next year and he balls out. I would hope for that. That would be the best for our situation here in Pittsburgh. We wouldn't have to go out and find another QB too much. But like I said, I do hope we bring in a little bit of competition for him. I hope that it's not just him, Kyle Allen, and somebody we drafted in like the 6th round. So go ahead and let me know in the comment section what you think about all this. Do you think Tomlin should stay or should he go? And who do you think should be the starting QB for the Pittsburgh Steelers next season? And as you know, the standard is the standard around here, so go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Once we hit 1K subs, we will be giving away $100, so don't forget to turn on that little notification bell. And hey, bro, let me hold on to a sub for the one time, man. Peace.